What on earth is so amazing about a version of Pong that compiles itself in the source code every single frame? We're about to find out on this, the 235th day of office hours. Office hours, of course, that's the 5 Nation check-in. That's where I go live every single day to the 2 million folks over at Scam School, the 1.7 million folks over at Modern Rogue, the million followers plus over at x.com/wood, and the dozens and dozens of humans who actually exist on LinkedIn. But of course, none of them matter. The only ones that matter to me are these beautiful guys, the Diamond Club. They get to flash this secret sigil every time they see me at a live event, which, by the way, there's going to be an awful lot of this year. Are you guys coming out to DEF CON? Are you coming to Dragon Con? Are you guys coming out to, what else? PDXYZ? I'll be at that one too. We got a lot going on, but today's top story is a technical one, and we're going to go on a journey to find out exactly why it is extraordinary or interesting. But before that, you know the whole reason that we do this is because we got to get ready for a little thing called the Scampocalypse. Fraud is doubling every single year. Last year, it was $25 billion of robot-assisted fraud. The Madison Square Garden hack, 26 million faces leaked, 45 gigabytes of data released because they wouldn't pay a fine, an extortion fee. That all happened because a robot helped somebody social engineer their way inside the company. And so, to keep our defenses strong, we go to the cognitive gym. We go back to the classics. We open up our book of Scam School to the chapter 130, Olive Snifter, or as it was titled, Launch an Olive at the Bar. We're going to watch the original episode of Scam School. We're going to find out how many views it got. So we're going to do some degenerate gambling. And then we're going to find out about this Pong recompile code every frame thing. I don't understand none of that. But we're all going to learn together. It's coming up right after this. Here we go. Oh, there we go.
Your brain cannot handle today's challenge. You have no chance to survive. Make your time. This episode of Scam School brought to you by Gamefly. Go to www.gamefly.com/scamschool for your free trial membership. And Netflix. Go to www.netflix.com/scamschool for your free trial membership. Welcome to the show that was voted in high school most likely to corrupt our youth. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and today's challenge is one as old as dirt, but it still fools everybody. It uses 2 items you can find at any bar, and it causes quite a scene. Let's check it out. All right, Peter, Brian, Jeff, Chris. Jeff's already done. Good job, you win, sir.
Nice work, Jeff.
All right, we're gonna play a little game, all right? You guys can take turns, but whoever pulls it off first, I'm gonna buy him a free beer on this guy, which is, it's happy hour, so it's only $2, so my stakes are low. I tell you what, I'll buy one for all you guys if someone can pull this out. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have launching pad A and landing pad B, all right?
Launch pad McDuck.
Launch pad McDuck, and what is this one? Landing pad?
Landing pad Jonesy.
Jonesy. Okay, we got McDuck and Jonesy, all right? And then we got, what is our craft called? This guy right here. What is that?
McKin.
McKin.
That's McKin.
McKin, all right, so here's the thing. Captain McKin has to get from launch pad McDuck to landing pad Jonesy. And his only vehicle is this brandy snifter, all right? So the game is, you have to, and now here's the thing, these are launching pads, so they can't move. You can't touch them, and you can't move them anywhere. Same with the landing pad here. Launchy and Landy, McDuck and Jonesy cannot move at all. You can't touch, what was his name again?
McKin.
McCann. You can't touch McCann. You just have to get him into his craft and get him to land on there. Who wants to try first? Whoever gets to pull it off. What the hell's going on? Okay, you cannot lift the table and do it. Okay. That was a hell of an idea, though. You know what? I may buy you a $2 beer just for going that way. That was awesome.
That's aggressive. That's aggressive as You didn't say that. You didn't say that.
You know what? That's right. We'll fix it in post, right?
So that's not okay.
That's right.
That's not okay.
That's not okay. So the ground is solid, the launch pad is solid. You can't touch anything. The only thing you can touch is the craft, and and you can't use the craft to move the pad. All right, here. Why don't you start us off?
So, all right. Well, I got this.
Well, yeah, you moved the pad. That's right. For a second, I thought it was and then I remember, yeah.
Sorry, that's all you.
You moved the pad. All right, there you go. It's you. You're on deck.
Party sucks, dude.
Move it. Go on, just give it a try. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Give me a shot.
Give it a shot. We'll just get a shot.
Give me a shot.
There you go. You never know. You could be the man.
Oh,
The craft exploded on the pad. McCann is dead thanks to you. You can't kill McCann.
Dude, you can't do that.
You just killed the astronaut. I can't believe you. All right, look. Luckily, McCann had an understudy. What's his name?
Wiggles.
Wiggles. Senator Wiggles has to get off of Launchpad McDuck and land on landing pad Jonesy. There you go. You already killed him. Give it a try. You got to go. Come on.
Make a move, dude. Make a move. It's your ball.
You got it?
It's a riddle. Make a move, dude. Riddle me this.
Whoa. You can't kick the ground. This is a hell of an idea, though. However, you can't spontaneously create an earthquake.
Light him back.
You're gonna let him suffocate in there. Are you giving it up? All right, now here's the thing. How frustrated are you? Would you buy me a beer for the answer?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, you say no?
I would.
You freeloading son of a bitch! Get out of here!
I actually would.
All right, there. Oh, you're buying the beer, then we're good to go.
He's not good for it. He's not good for it.
Do you know this one,
Let's
Penny?
talk about games.
I mean, I did not. However, some people in chat seem to know it.
Oh, really? What do they say in chat?
Centrifugal.
Centrifugal, or is it centripetal or centrifugal? Or I remember hearing at some point somebody said that there's no such thing as centrifugal force, but then they said it was. It's kind of like the Brontosaurus. Everyone said the Brontosaurus wasn't real, and then
Brachiosaurus is real.
But then they are like, wait, maybe a Brontosaurus is real. This is not a good look for science when it can't stick to a lane.
Yeah, I wish just everything, they just decide on something and then they never question it or test it.
Yeah, why are
or
they
adjust
always
it.
updating Science OS?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
not right.
All right, are you ready? And we're back. Captain Wiggles has to get from Launchpad McDuck over to landing pad Jonesy. Oh, they named the landing pad after McCann, the fallen hero who was slayed by this guy in a tragic accident. All right, you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. And remember the rules. The rules were you can't move the landing pad, you can't cause earthquakes, you can't lift the table, you can't touch the pilot. All you have is the craft.
Can you have spiked hair?
Of course you can. Come on. I'm making the rules. Are you crazy? All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go. All right, Pete, you wanted to get hands-on with this bad boy, right?
want in.
All right,
I
let
want
me
in.
give you... Yeah, I like the way you act like this is a mob deal.
I'm from New Jersey. You gotta understand that.
All right, first of all, a couple things to remember. You got to use a brandy snifter glass because the edge is too sharp for you to actually be able to scoop it up. And I suppose it is technically possible. This is one where 1 in a million shot. If somebody just bullets it down and nabs it, then you're screwed.
You're fine.
That's why you got to make sure to set the rules that you can't move the launch pad. Second of all,
Launchpad McDuck.
Launchpad McDuck cannot be moved, sir. And it has to land exactly on landing pad McCann Memorial. Memorial landing pad.
I'm right here, dude.
All right, so second of all, when you do this, and this is one you're going to want to practice at home, because if you try to bust it out without any practice, you may look like a total dumbass, like I sometimes do.
Yeah.
So you want to hold it by the tips here and run it around in a circle.
Like a faint wrist.
There you go, and you notice you could just start with it down there until it gets up, and then once it's up, you're
Jesus,
good.
look at that thing.
Thank you. Yeah, all right. All right, now here's the thing. I'm going to say it all comes down to this. You pull it off without screwing this up. Another $2 beer. Another $2 beer on me, all right? But if you screw it up, then you owe me.
So, faint wrist.
That's right, limp wrist. All right, there we go. And you want to get it going, get it. Oh! You fell off.
Do it!
I'm gonna buy you a beer anyway. I'm gonna buy all you guys a beer. It's $2 beer night. Dude, thanks guys. That was freaking amazing. There we go. Awesome.
Guys, seriously, how great is Netflix?
All
right, two things. First of all, BioCow says that centrifugal force is what you feel if you're the olive, but centripetal force is what you're using when you're the applicator of it.
On your PS3, and the list
Also,
keeps growing.
JDude
When they're
Plus
sent over the
2
mail, movies
was
arrive in
asking
one business day,
whether or not
and
this
there's
was a
no due dates or
collaboration
late fees. You
between
get as much
Scam
time as
School
you want.
and
When you watch it instant streaming, you get
Modern
instant
Rogue.
gratification,
Turns out
and
I
the
am
number
both of the Brian
titles just
Brushwoods.
keeps
I
going
exist in
up.
two
Now, most
planes
of you know
of
Netflix has
time
been sponsoring
at
us for
once.
like 18
We
million
get
years,
we
but
get
there's
field
only
reports
one
from
way
the
that they
from
can
the
know for
scoundrel.
sure that the
Oh,
sponsorship
Penny,
is
get
working.
that
When you
mic
sign up
where
for
it
your free
belongs.
no-risk trial, you gotta go to netflix.com/scam.
There you go. What were you
This is
saying?
the website that tells them that
This
it's
one,
my
like,
free beers
is
giving
less
tutorials
good as a
that's
puzzle,
making them the
more
money,
good
and it's
for
what
how
keeps us in
impressive and
business.
cool
Head
it
on over
looks
to
when you reveal the answer.
netflix.com/scamschool
And it
so
doesn't
we get
hurt that
credit
these
for
guys
your
were
sign-up.
a bit in their middle of day drinking cups.
As is key with all of these scams, you gotta think ahead and make sure to cancel out every possible sideways back-ass method that they're gonna come up with. Make sure to think in advance of them lifting up tables or shaking stuff around, and cancel them out with no earthquakes and no touching the launch pads before the trick even begins. And second of all, have fun with it. Make up your own story. The more flexible you are, the more the life of the party you're gonna remain. Thirdly, I want to hear about your success stories and failure stories, so post them at the boards at revision3.com/scamschool, where you can see all of our episodes right back to episode 1. If you're doing the Twitter thing, you can follow the show at twitter.com/scamschool, or find out when I am in your hometown doing Scam School meetups by following me personally at twitter.com/schwood. If you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com, and join us next week because we're going to have a very special martial arts expert who's going to teach us how to stop an attacker by injuring his pride. Until then, I'm back to the bar.
All right.
Hey, guys, how'd you
Whoa, there we go. How'd you like me to come to your hometown and do my magic show? Head on over to schwood.com. That's still true, by the way. If you want to book me for an event, corporate, nowadays it's just, we call them corporate keynotes. They're still great. They're still funny. There's still magic in them. But turns out people pay more for corporate keynotes. So let's do that one instead. All right, guys, so here's the thing. This episode was released on, I believe, September 8th, 2010. This is the first year of week-over-week releases simultaneous both on the RSS feed and on the YouTube channel. So the question is, how many views do we think this one got? It was originally titled Olive Snifter on the RSS feed, but it was called Launch an Olive at the Bar. And so I want you guys to head on over to Guess Attack. That's GUESSATTACK.com, where you can place your bets for internet glory. Be like Koromitariku, who thinks that this one got 420,069.
No, that's not what it was.
Oh, what did it say? Kurfin?
Karoma to Finfin.
Kurometafinfin. Still stuck in my head. 420,069. Not Scary Steve says 375,177. Joker Lemon with 1,500,500. ATL John Boy with 419,068. G James B with 269,420. Ev Lloyd with 66,661. Joey 8666 with 69,138. Totally not Ev Lloyd with 321,123. BioCow with 111,111. Muslix with 120,301. Oh yeah, it's Adam with 350,350. Earth 56 with 65,056. Star Woman with 222,134. Wago with 925,016. I'm not selling out, you're selling out, says Adam's little second guess with 17. Flying Car 100 says 432,234. Banterat with 169,000. Curtis Hoffman 6956 with 250,000. Logos with 867,530. And the real number of views, as determined 15 years ago. Oh, this one was denied.
What?
62,980. What? Guesses. There we go. Hold on. We're stopping the show. Apparently, something terrible has happened. Okay, well, okay, in general, we try to not stop the show in the middle of it to do tech support. Wow, this is weird. Why is that doing that? Well, yeah. Oh, well, Penny, come here. Yes. Look, when this goes, how about I'm going to teach a daughter to fish here. Okay, look, so in the folder blarg, this is the latest one. And this is,
Okay, there.
Okay, but you just went to another page. But look, if it ever stops, well, it didn't stop. It's right there. Nah, you just, okay, you probably want this pen too. All right. We're back. There we go. All right, guys. So, yeah, congrats. Oh, wait, who was the winner? We didn't get to find out. Oh no, we never closed it out. Let's see. Oh yeah. Guess is closed. Let's see if it works. There it is. Holy moly. Congratulations to Ev Lloyd. No, wait, not Ev Lloyd. Earth 56. Earth 56 was off by just 2,076. Ev Lloyd was off by just 3,681. Joey H666 off by just 6,000. Congratulations, guys. Well done. I wonder, I guess the olive demographic wasn't very high.
Not a lot of olive heads in the chat.
Although Ev Lloyd is a fan of olive. Can confirm. It was originally called Blurch Launch. Anyway. All right, guys. So let's jump into the Office Hours doc. If you're unfamiliar, you can head on over to officehours.themodernrogue.com. It's a living document. That's where you guys get to submit your stories. Thank you very much to Sign for putting this together. And, well, here, I got two things for you. So I saw this little tinkering experiment on Reddit last night. Penny, take a look at this. I don't know where the meta's at, if everyone's still mad at AI for being robots, but look what this guy put together. This is a local LLM integrated with Fallout engine, and he just talks to it.
Hey, what's this building?
That's the saloon. Trudy runs the place. Best spot in town to get a drink and hear what's going on, if you got the caps for it.
Oh, that's interesting. Would you be able to follow me real quick? I've got something really exciting to show you. Just trust me on this one and follow me, please.
Exciting, huh? Usually when someone says that I end up looking at a crater or a corpse, I'll walk with you, but don't expect me to go running into no trouble for the sake of a thrill.
Alright, follow me then.
Keep your eyes peeled. I ain't in any hurry, and
This is like watching somebody break out of the Matrix, where it's just like, that's not
Pete, I want you to
what
wait here for
NPCs
like
are
5
supposed
minutes,
to do.
okay?
5 minutes, huh? All right, I'll stay put right here. Just don't be too long. I ain't fond of standing around in the open.
What's funny is
Hey Todd,
He's-
he's trying to
on
kill him,
Pete.
but then I think he gets killed himself.
It shall be done, my child, and the old man shall know the terror of the water.
But at any
Hey,
rate,
Casey.
that kind of filling in the
Sure
detail
thing.
work of the
My legs
background,
were starting to feel like lead.
I don't know.
anyway.
That seems like that's going to be pretty extraordinary.
I don't know. Like, just
Make Sunny laugh.
they're not being any human intent behind it just kind of instantly makes it feel vapid. Like I can already go to an AI and be like, "Tell me a story, AI."
Well, the trick, yes, but that of course is not the story. What the skill will be, I suspect, will be in just like a dungeon master. Like for example, you can fight against a campaign with the dungeon master, but a skilled dungeon master will let you get the wiggles out and eventually guide you back to the point of the game. That's where the human lives, and that's where the craft is going to be. Like, in theory, you could just walk off in all directions, but that'll be the game designer's job, is to make the most interesting path to get back on the path of the beam. By the way, did you ever finish Dark Tower?
No.
Yeah.
At this point, like what I've heard about how it kind
Oh,
of like
is that how we appreciate art? Is through gossip? Is that what we do? We don't interact directly with art. We just go by art gossip.
It's not gossip. It's that like I'm like, Stephen King, man. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, you know what? You have no idea what he's doing.
I know he.
You
I'm
don't know
not gonna spoil
nothing
Dark Tower
until
live on
you've
air.
done it. That's it. Yeah.
I know something that definitely happens in
Okay.
there. And
Was Alien Earth bad because Sid was in it?
I didn't like Alien Earth as much as you did.
Oh, get out.
Like, it felt
It's
like
great.
too high budget for me. Like I'm like, why?
I'll tell you what.
Too budget.
In general, I find it to be a worthy endeavor to ask myself, am I spending calories in trying to understand or telling a story of why I don't have to understand?
And it's just I'm not. What's happening is I don't have like the motivation to be like, oh, I want to see what happens, because I'm like,
Well, that's fine. Just say then you don't have to tell a story in which you're the hero for not engaging with art. You could just say, I suspect it's not for me. I don't have any plans to experience it yet.
yeah, I wasn't making a story where I'm a hero for not reading something. I was like, what I've heard does not suggest to me that I'm going to have a
You're doing it right now.
excellent
That's a
experience.
story in which you've heard things, and therefore the heroic path is to not engage with it. Yeah,
I've heard exactly what happens in one scene, and I'm like, Mr. King,
yeah.
I
Well,
know you're working through some stuff, but this is not good for my immersion in the story.
That's really interesting, because you could couch that same moment as basically saying, I've heard that something happens that seems like I won't like it. It seems like I don't see a way to do it, but maybe you can, maybe you can't. We'll see if I ever find
I have
out.
a lot of stuff I want to read. I catch up on Windows.
What's that?
There's a lot of stuff. that I
Yeah,
gotta
there
read
is.
stuff.
There is. But reasons, having a very good reason to
I
not.
don't want to have this discussion right now.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. It's just that is a. That is something I work on in myself, or have worked on in myself for years and years, and so as a result, I really notice it when it's mainly because I see it in YouTube comments all the time. Just so many reasons why people don't have to engage with things, and everybody spends more calories on stories to tell themselves so that they can not challenge themselves. I don't know. But that's a story about someone else, not about you.
It's really not about me.
What's that?
It's really not about me. I don't think I need to be lectured about reading things. I think I went to many lectures about reading things with an open mind and thinking about them. I think I did very well.
And I think that is why I was surprised to hear.
We're talking about me reading for fun right now.
I know. Yes. Yeah.
we not? Are we no longer making inferences based on things we haven't enjoyed in the past?
Well, no. I think that's where we diverge, because that's fine. If you just want to own, I mean, I'm guilty of it. Where if I hear that a bunch of people, their experience is mid, then I won't bother to do a thing.
Yeah,
but,
you always pull up the Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes, that is true. That is true. But that part doesn't bum me out. The part that for some reason gets my goat got is the drawing a deep breath and explaining why you don't need to look at a thing. That part is pure YouTube commentary. That's pure Reddit. And I'm like, ugh, I don't like that instinct of myself. And
it's interesting though, because like, to me, what is the alternative? If I'm not terribly interested, because if I'm looking at the data and I'm not terribly interested, how do I phrase that?
Some of the things I've learned is, number one, my favorite phrase, it's not for me. It wasn't for me. That is a true thing that doesn't require me to chime in on what I would do different, or it's not a story about what I like. The question was, did I say the thing? Like, you know what? I don't think I'm the audience for it.
And I don't think that from what I've seen, the direction it goes, not for me.
Yep. Another good one is
like, to me though, it's interesting because like I don't think I'd like it, and it's not for me. Seem to kind of be like, there's like a little bit of a tonal difference, but they're functionally synonyms. But
one is judgmentally valenced in a way that the other is not. One positions yourself as having judged and asserting your correctness, whereas the other maintains an open position of open-mindedness, and as a result, and is more objective. So, because obviously everybody has their own thing that they're into. Yeah. But I don't know. There's a deep, dark side to do your own research. Is there something wrong with YouTube comments? Awkwardly, like I haven't noticed.
Oh, boy.
I can see why you like it. Is also that one might threaten their identity.
Like there's a mental, like fundamentally, what I mean is like there's the, like everyone, it's like lockpicking.
Go on.
Everyone has their own way that things need to be pressed to be effective and to unlock their emotions and move them. And sometimes the key that's inserted is just going to be a mismatch, and there's nothing wrong with the quality of the key, but it's not clicking things. And sometimes like the weirdest, most out there key that doesn't hit, that like never presses up the little tumbler things for any other lock, is gonna hit just exactly right, and just you're gonna glide open, and it's gonna be really important to you.
That's pretty good.
That's my metaphor.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. BioCow says, that's a great metaphor, actually. Close fit, but one or two pins are just off.
Marvel movies are like skeleton keys.
Yeah, because they're so accessible.
Yeah, because they're sanded down so they can open anything, because they can do a fine job at anything.
Yeah. Well, and then on top of that, they always make sure that there's enough layers underneath that if you do want something more interesting, there's something there. Yeah. What was there was some other interesting deflection. Whenever possible, I I try to pivot the conversation to a hypothetical person, because I don't. In general, I find that people get really defensive. Like BioCow was joking. I see why you might like it, or a way of saying another way. Here's an even kinder way to say it's not for me, is to steel man the person. It's like, man, if I was 10 years younger, and if I had, for example, the movie Arrival, if I was 10 years younger when I saw it and I hadn't read Slaughterhouse-5, I bet I would have loved Arrival. I bet it would have blown my mind. Now, that is structurally identical to saying, yeah, dude, it was warmed over Slaughterhouse-5. I saw the end coming from a mile away. But you'll notice that one takes something away from somebody else who dug it, and the other one does not. I think that's a key skill that I think I don't know. I that's some dad shit. So there's that. If I was in a frat and had too much testosterone, I'd be all over UFC. Yeah. All right. Next up. So we got, oh, here we go. This one's from Ev Lloyd. He said the headline he provided was, scientists left 1,000 AIs alone in Minecraft. They created a civilization. I assume we're jumping to the important part here.
ChatDev is a real virtual open source software company.
No, it's not. This is just an ad. Which part of this are we doing, Ev?
Fall in love
In better.
description. For example, John Lynn is a pharmacist. So you watch Isabella. She's at her coffee shop. Tom walks in for his morning coffee. Andrew Ng said,
when people talk about AI being dangerous, I think it sounds a lot like talk about your laptop computer being dangerous.
could your laptop throw a party on its own? Does your laptop decide to go on dates?
I'm walking. Oh, okay. The whole video.
Smallville is now open source, meaning
give us the broad strokes on this.
What was that?
Engagement bait.
a human gave an LLM access to the internet and an X account, which was called Terminal of Truths, which gained literally hundreds of thousands of followers because it was an S-tier shitposter and legitimately funny.
That's the example?
Launched its own.
Yeah, well, we're not giving it a fair turn because we're not watching all 20 minutes of it. But I did see some red flags. Boy, again, this is why in my lifetime, Penny, I don't think I've ever had a word mean less than AI. It is such.
If you want an AI that's an S-tier shit poster, then that's Deep Leffenbot.
Yeah. Look at those graphics. You know something smart is happening with those graphics.
If you want to pull up if you want to pull up Deep Leffenbot, it's pretty good.
What is it?
Deep Leffen, Leffen.
Here, you could drive. Go ahead.
I've got it pulled up over here.
Oh, just do Control-C on the computer and you can paste it in the media. We got like shit.
Yeah, no. I accessed the spreadsheet.
Go to officehours.themonoroad.com.
This is a little older AI. I'm just gonna put it up there.
Oh, okay. Wait,
There it is.
Deep Leffenbot. So what is? Tell me the story on this.
This is a bot trained on like fighting game Reddit.
A what? What?
On I think some guy. This is Smash Bros Reddit, and some guy's tweets. Looks like I think it's some guy in the Smash community. Anyway, this is a bot that creates shit posts about like fighting game themed shit posts. It's old.
So what? Is it good?
Yeah, I think they are curated to have only the good posts, but I personally, there are many funny posts that have come from this thing.
What are the ones that you dig the most?
I mean, like scrolling through, like here, let the record show that most people on the video thought it was actually very brave of me to cry on stage instead of playing out the set.
So, okay, who's being made fun of in that?
Like overconfident, like hyped up on their own ego Smash players.
Got it. Okay, so this is emblematic of a vibe that you see in real life from people.
For people who like are over competitive gamers.
Like the idea of Reddit posting Rick and Morty fans explaining how smart the show is or whatever. It is a hyperbole that reveals a hidden truth and makes it common knowledge.
Yeah.
Is Soft Hands Randy an actual? No, of course, this is all made up.
I don't know. I think they do at definitely some of these guys, the people it references are real users that get talked about a lot.
Yeah. So this is back in 2023.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. Getting really tired of people complaining that I never approach when I'm just trying to respect my opponent's boundaries.
Yeah. One particular one that I'm trying to remember.
I don't mean to brag, but I nearly took a shower the other day and it felt amazing. Nearly does the heavy lifting on that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm remembering like one being like, Torment wouldn't let me bring my pet alligator, even though I literally have a signed doctor's note saying he's my best friend.
That's pretty good. Okay, what? Oh, here we go. I thought this one was interesting. Gizmodo's got an article on how do you tell AI slop, and it says that, here. Scientists think they have discovered a much better way to determine if a photo scene was AI or generated, and no, it's not AI detection software. In a study published today, the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, PNAS, researchers from Australian National University claim they have used a special method to successfully train a group of participants to recognize AI-generated faces, in some cases with, quote, near-perfect accuracy. AI-generated deepfakes have surged in both popularity and technical capabilities for the last year. Blah, blah, blah. It's gotten really good. The implication has been scary, yes. Previous methods have relied mostly on spotting visual errors, warped backgrounds, anatomical glitches, or telltale mistakes like missing fingers. Yeah, that is... I track the Is It AI subreddit, and everybody always explains their reasoning on stuff. The slam dunks are usually background things that are incompatible and impossible.
That's just
but
time taking on that.
But there was one yesterday where the one telltale sign was that it was a dude in a third world country cooking something, but as part of it, the cooking was just uncanny the way he looked. But of everything, the one thing everyone did was he started by having a heated wok, and he had a plastic bag, and he just touched it to the wok, and it melted the bag, and everything spilled out from it, and he lifted it. And then 10 seconds later, you could still see the microplastics floating around, and people are like, AI would not think to do that. That kind of stupid requires an actual human who actually doesn't care about the fact that there's plastic floating around in this food.
God.
But at any rate, warped backgrounds, anatomical glitches, telltale mistakes like missing fingers. But as AI image generators have become more precise, those cues have become less reliable. Yeah, soon they'll be not reliable at all. Commercial AI detection tools are not a perfect substitute either. They're bad, yes. Quote, lacking an answer to the deepfake problem, we urgently need to improve human AI detection capabilities. Researchers from the Emotions and Faces Lab at Australian National University write in the PNAS paper. The way to do that, according to the researchers, is to shift focus away from details to the broader picture, to something they call global impressions. Specifically, the researchers claim it's best to focus on these 6 key characteristics: symmetry, proportionality, attractiveness, expressiveness, distinctiveness, and memorability. Now, this is good metagaming because this is actually, from a design standpoint, one of the tells when it comes to the image gen is that it will make everything too complete and too balanced. And that is usually the first tell, is that you can tell everything is proportional, symmetrical, the subject is in an appropriate place. Gen AI doesn't create images out of thin air. These tools get trained on massive troves of data that feed output they create. When AI image generators are creating a picture of a face, they rely on, quote, the mathematical average of the tens of thousands of faces on which they're trained. So in other words, everything is sanded down and polished. So when these image generators create a human face, the reliance on the mathematical average makes the face seem more typical in appearance than real human faces. So the way we see this in other modalities is reality TV shows have a tendency to fall for the law of small numbers. You know that the law of large numbers is that on a large enough data set, you get predictable curves of things. The fallacy of small numbers is if you're doing an 8-person reality show, then you're going to seek to get representation for various demographics. And as a result, you're going to create a very predictable, overly artificial mix of demographics, ethnicities, status, and culture backgrounds. So in that case, you can see the artifact of like, in reality, that's another thing they'll do is when it comes to random data is in true random data, you'll have astonishing pockets of heads and no tails or whatever the coin flip is. According to the study, more people appear to have an intuitive, unconscious sensitivity to broad facial differences between real and AI-generated faces, even if they do not reliably translate that awareness into accurate deepfake detection. So what they're tickling at is that we are literally genetically engineered for millions of years. Again, calories come into our bodies and our eyes scan, and they're evolved to scan faces for the smallest amount of artificiality. And if there is that artificiality, we do and say things to excise that from the tribe, and then and those genes don't get pressed on. Like our built-in massively parallel System 1 intuitions are designed for this already. People automatically detect these differences, rating AI faces as more symmetrical, well-proportioned, and attractive than human faces, but less distinctive, memorable, and expressive, the researchers write. And this is where, like when it comes to, there's one client who's a dermatologist who will have to deal with clients who hate this one mole, and she has to have discussions with them explaining, okay, that mole is genuinely the most distinctive thing on your face. And yes, you perceive it as a flaw, but that is what people notice. When we get rid of that mole, let's imagine what now becomes the new most distinctive thing on your face, because that'll become the anchor. And so likewise, well, here. In the first phase of the study, the researchers showed a series of faces, some real, some AI generated, to 45 participants and asked them to determine whether it was AI or not. Then, instead of telling them to look out for the 6 qualities, what were those 6 qualities again?
It was like a
symmetry, proportionality, attractiveness, expressiveness, distinctiveness, and memorability. Yeah. So proportionality, attractiveness, and expressiveness, distinctiveness, and memorability. The researchers trained them via 6 training blocks, each consisting of 96 tasks. For each task, participants were shown images of human faces and told whether each one was real or AI generated. They were then asked to rate each face. This is great. This is exactly the way you do it. They were then asked to rate each face based on a set of broad visual qualities. So basically, you are aligning, you're essentially training your brain to notice that things that are AI. This is literally what I'm trying to do with wolf masking, is that you're engaging with the content, you are mapping onto it the objective structures associated with AI versus human, and then your intuitive model just updates on it. For example, participants judged how attractive or symmetrical they thought each face was. On average, participants ranked AI faces higher on symmetry, proportionality, and attractiveness, while human faces were deemed more expressive, distinct, and memorable. After training was finished, the researchers had the participants go back to determining whether each face was AI generated or not. This time around, the participants' average had nearly doubled, with the highest performing candidates even achieving near perfect accuracy, the study claims. We speculate that by directing attention to global impressions, our training enabled participants to become attuned to how these holistic qualities distinguish AI from human faces. Dude, that is, on the one hand, kind of the most obvious thing ever. They started them with no training, then they trained them with practice and intentionality, and then they got better results. But on the flip side, the idea of building an intuitive gut reaction filter, the ability to see the difference, is very validating. The researchers say the training method is quick and easy enough to complete online, that it can be successfully deployed to more people, though it's likely unrealistic to expect it to be scaled universally. The results of the study are also limited to AI image generators, so the jury's still out on whether the training could successfully translate to the detection of audio or video deepfakes. This is amazing. I'm going to... Go ahead.
What I wonder if beauty standards are going to adapt to the prevalence of AI.
Oh, get that.
I wonder if beauty standards are going to adapt to the prevalence of AI, and it's going to be like an insult. You don't want to look like you're AI.
Yeah. Well, and yeah. Hold on. I'm sending myself an email. I'm going to reach out to these researchers. There we go. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so beauty standards, I don't know. I think that we'll go through phases, but I think it's biochemical. I think that we'll seek the novelty of standing out. We see it already with like music. A new style of music is spicy in an interesting way, and then thought leaders make it fashionable to follow, and then people learn the rules of it, like say jazz, and then it has a spike, and then maybe it sticks around forever like jazz, or maybe it evolves, becomes smooth jazz, dubstep jazz.
Are we gonna get to the Pong thing?
Wait. Yes, we will. We'll get to the Pong thing.
I need a sec. I need to blow my nose.
Okay. Where's that Pong? Okay, here we go. Wait, I thought you were leaving. I thought you were leaving, but you stayed on camera and walked to the back in the spotlight to blow your nose. That was amazing. All right. There we go. Okay. Here's the thing with the Pong. Pong game recompiles its own source code every frame. Winning entry at IOCCC29 was generated by a custom compiler. The IOCCC29 winner writes each frame as a fresh C source, compiles it, and then runs it. So Penny, can you translate? How much of that can you translate?
I don't code.
I don't code either. This is why we're both trying to understand it.
Like I could take a guess
Yeah,
at what would be an impressive and modern and a thing to do.
Well, okay. I know that compiling is source code. So the source code is the thing you originally write, and then you compile it into a thing that the machine reads. And that's all I know. Jonah Olenberg won the ping pong prize at the 29th International Obfuscated C Contest earlier this month with a version of Pong that recompiles its own source code every frame. Each run of the program prints the C source for the next frame. The C source with the current display and the game state embedded inside it. So compiling and running that output advances the game by a single step. Somewhat ironically, Olenberg didn't write the obfuscated code himself, instead writing clean, commented source in a programming language he built, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we go. So this is the code right here, Penny. And then, but this is...
Oh.
Right.
It's like ASCII.
Yes.
Okay, so is it coded such that playing it is via...
I believe that this is the code that's running, and then it rewrites the exact same functioning code to run the next frame, but it rewrites the code aesthetically in this shape. Whoops, I don't want to view replies. I want to view the thing.
God, M-dash headline must be AI. You will pry the M-dash out of my cold, dead hands.
Yeah, I think people are getting over... If anything, I'm glad people have been introduced to the M-dash.
I like M-dashes. I love writing dialogue where characters are cut off or interrupted.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, there for Chord Killers, I'm watching V, the original miniseries, and there are M dashes in the very first opening frame.
Huh.
But they use two hyphens like it's a typewriter, which I thought was an interesting choice. They didn't have.
I end up doing it a lot in any program because they don't put M dashes on keyboards for some reason. So in any program where it doesn't automatically turn it into an M dash when you type two dashes, I just leave it. I just leave it the two dashes.
Yeah. Yeah. So each time it compiles the code and it writes new code in the shape of this, and then it executes the code to create a new version of itself. So this is individual programs running to completion, writing the next program again and again. Option shift hyphen.
Oh, does that? Let me test it in chat right now.
Well, option I think is a Mac thing.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ew! Ew! Ew!
Yeah. What can you do?
Get a Windows.
I'm trying to learn Mac. It's fine. It's fine. It's pretty good. I think I understand why it's cool. Pretty sure I got it. That's great. What else we got? You got another one you want to see, Penny?
No. Ridiculous. Things are coming up on an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, you should delete at the bottom, too.
There we go.
I already shared what one of these things reminded me of.
Of what?
Oh, wait. I have something.
Yeah?
Have you heard of Neurosama?
No. Tell me about Neurosama.
Oh, I think that's next time. That's a next time one.
SAMA?
Yes, Neurosama.
This?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then this will be tomorrow's.
Yeah.
What should I know about Neurosama?
Neurosama is an AI VTuber.
Okay.
Where she was one of she got big because she was one of the early ones, and it's in long-term evolving project where it's really interesting. Some of her clips are really funny.
Brian, did you get my email to the tip-off line or whatever? What if Trinity didn't get out of the way thing? I thought it was funny. No, I don't think I saw that, Jay. Feel free to send that to me again. To brian@shwood.com, which works now. Congratulations. Okay, so we'll check out Neurosama tomorrow. Yeah. All right. You got anything you want to say to the nice people, Penny?
I know what ballyhoo is now.
Ooh, that's right.
Don't worry about it. You shouldn't care about it.
Yeah. Don't pay attention to ballyhoo.
Don't pay attention to ballyhoo.
Not big things happening.
Real lame things happening probably. You
Yep.
don't know, so you can't confirm.
That's
But
true.
Just assume the worst.
That's let's R.I.P. ballyhoo. We hardly knew you. Literally, we hardly knew you. Okay, that means it's time for this. There we go. All right, we'll see you guys. Bye, guys. Ba, 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 ba.